Hello friends. Everyone knows from early childhood that wolves are dangerous and insidious predators that attack in a pack, and rarely anyone manages to get away from them alive. However, hunters are not afraid of wolves and sometimes allow themselves to have a wolf cub as a pet. This is usually done to train young dogs or get a wolfhound. The fate of forest predators that have fallen into the hands of people is unenviable. They die after they complete their task. This time something went wrong, and the hunter who brought the cub home felt sorry for him and did not even put him in a cage. Perhaps he was touched by the way his 7-year-old son was playing with a fluffy lump, or the man simply had no time to deal with a forest animal. Although the cub grew up in the house and looked like a puppy of an ordinary mongrel, wild sparks in his eyes gave him a future dangerous predator. An ordinary forest wolf cannot be tamed, no matter how hard you try, so he was just a toy until he became dangerous. Despite the wild disposition, the boy fell in love with the animal, and the tomboy was even ready to study well, just to spend more time with his pet. In addition, the presence of a real, albeit small wolf, added to his importance in the eyes of the other boys, but time passed, and the puppy turned into a teenager. A wolf cannot be kept on a chain like a yard dog, so he was put in an aviary. But can a wooden cage hold a real predator? One night he ran away. The boy grieved and cried, but the wolf is not a dog. Of course, he didn't come back. To comfort their son, the parents got a puppy, and he filled the void in the boy's heart. After all, dogs are affectionate and loyal friends who are able to heal emotional wounds. So a few years passed, the cute boy also turned into an awkward teenager who liked to run late on the street. Another winter turned out to be cold and hungry. There were rumors that wolves began to come out to the houses. Unfortunately, it was true. One day, late in the evening, the hunter's son was returning home and saw burning eyes in the dark. The village dogs hid in fear, and the boy began to be surrounded by gray predators. A whole pack came out of the forest to hunt defenseless prey. The teenager's whole life flashed before his eyes. He realized that now they would start tearing him apart, and there was nowhere to wait for help. By the time people figure out what's going on, the wolves will bite his throat out. It became very scary and insulting that he lived so little. The wolves were circling, approaching the victim. Ahead of the pack was a seasoned leader. When the distance was reduced to such an extent that the hoarse breathing of the animals could be heard, the gray predator suddenly stopped in indecision. After him, the other wolves froze. The leader stood motionless and cautiously sniffed at the boy. Suddenly, he barely noticeably wagged his tail, turned his back to the victim and, uttering an imperious growl, hurried to the forest. The pack went after him. When the boy regained consciousness, he realized that he had just narrowly escaped death. And the reason for such unexpected behavior was that the grown-up cub recognized his little friend and did not dare to offend him. This incredible story proves that there is no time and distance for true fidelity, even if its owner is a dangerous predator.